Mike from Beat Tech Reviews here, and tonight we are actually going to be just sharing a deal that I just saw currently, not just on Amazon.com but through the Google Play Store as well. But I will share my Amazon affiliate link in the description with you guys below, so that you guys can check that out if you guys are interested in this. But being a part of Team Pixel, I feel like I need to help promote the Pixel brand, right? Not that Pixel or Google is paying me for this, but as an Amazon affiliate, I do get a small kickback if you guys take advantage of the deals that I share. So today we are going to share a pretty good deal with you guys. Let me just make sure we are on the screen here, correct screen here. And again, it's Saturday night and we are live. It's like almost midnight on my end, and I don't know why I just started looking around on Amazon. But let's go ahead and share this with you guys. I doubt anyone's gonna see this live, so let's just go ahead and share this with you guys. Let me get back on the regular screen there. So here we go, guys. The deal of the day is actually going to be the Pixel 7a unlocked, right? Which is this is the C color, but you can actually get this in a few different colors as well. You can get it in coral, or you can get it in I would say like the panda color. I guess I just call it white. I don't even know what it's called. But anyways, anyone that watches this video, hopefully you guys can take advantage of this. This is actually in my opinion, it's an extremely good deal. So the Pixel 7a unlocked Android smartphone with the wide angle lens, 24-hour battery life, 128 gigs, is only it's only $399. So currently it's 20% off. And also, again, currently this is the same on the Google Play Store. The only reason why I wanted to share here again is because most people use Amazon, right? And people that are Prime members will get that free 2-day shipping. So anyone that wants to take advantage of this, I think it's a good deal. I think getting an unlocked smartphone nowadays is probably, like, to me, it's more logical than having like a plan with Verizon or AT&T or whatever said company you decide to do postpaid with. I just don't think it's worth it. So in any case, I think purchasing a unlocked phone would be a good thing. And the reason why I think it's a good thing is because, again, if you choose not to stay with that carrier, you don't have to pay any termination fees. They don't charge you anything else. You own the phone outright. So I think that's definitely a good thing to have, because most of these carriers, they kind of get you saying like, oh, come in and we'll give you an iPhone or whatever, blah blah blah. But then you end up getting all these charges, and then of course that can technically ruin your credit at the end of the day. Also, looks like we got somebody in the house. What's good, B-Tech? How you liking the Razer 2023? I like it too, and it's good, but it feels like very Motorola phone, to be honest, besides the flip feature. Hey, how's it going, Jake Ake? Thanks again for joining in on the chat. It's going pretty good. I mean, and again, I've been enjoying the phone. As you can see, I've posted a pretty good amount of phones, or I'm sorry, a good amount of videos with this specific device. Now, of course, I'm probably going to put out a few more videos on the actual phone. I do want to go out and get like footage, maybe film like a little vlog with it. That way you guys can check out the the actual camera and camera sensor. Just I've been busy with work, and now we're getting some sort of like cold freeze down here in South Texas in the next day or so we might have to deal with that. So I might just document that using the phone. But it's going good. I'm enjoying the phone so far. I'm definitely trying to use it as a secondary device right now, even though technically the Pixel 7 Pro is technically usually my secondary device. But right now I'm trying to put the Pixel 7 Pro away, and I'm trying to use the Motorola Razr. But so far it's been good, and again, thanks again for asking. But you're right, it does feel very Motorola-y. I mean, it does have the Motorola features, right? Like the little features that they include, which means like you can twist the phone to turn the camera on right away. You can kind of snap the phone left and right to turn on the camera, or not to turn on the camera, but to turn on the little light. So you guys have that feature, and just vice versa. There's little Moto actions that are there that have been with Motorola, I think, since the beginning, and these little features have been around a long time. So you're saying, okay, so you're saying I use the Razr as my side phone and I use the iPhone SE as my main. Yeah, so my main is an iPhone 13 Pro. That is my main. That is my main device. So again, so far enjoying the device. So I think realistically though, yes, it is a gimmick phone, right? It is one of those devices that is part of a specific niche, right? But I think the way the phone sits now, it's very pocketable. I want to try. I'm just going to try to get used to it. I do plan to keep this line on service for a couple of months. So I just plan to keep that going as long as I can. I do want this phone to get unlocked by Metro by T-Mobile. That way, if I decide to sell it later, I can. But anyways, going back, same thing with the Moto Stylus 5G, the last year's version. It's a very solid device as well. So I'm just kind of trying to make use of these devices as much as I can. I've been using them to take video and film and edit, my YouTube stuff with it, right? Rather than using my iPhone, which my iPhone and my Pixel 7 Pro are usually my go-tos. But I'm trying to use these secondary devices just because. So definitely, I think I think it's still definitely a good deal if you want to get into a foldable phone and you don't want to spend the money as well. Let's see. Jake Ake says, I heard that RCS and iMessage is going to be combined in the near future. Yes, actually, I think that's going to happen this year. I don't know exactly when. Exactly. You might want to jump on over to Tito's channel to check that out. My buddy, it's Tito, aka the Aloha Android. Him and a few other YouTubers, they'll go over that. Me, I'll probably cover it whenever it does happen. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal though. It might be one of those transitions that people just don't even notice, but we'll see. But yeah, again, going back to the the phone at hand here again, the Pixel 7a, right? I think it's a very solid steal for $399. Now, of course, Amazon has a bundle deal where you get the phone and the Buds A series bundle, which in this case you would still purchase the phone and the earbuds for $498. The earbuds, I don't know why it says you save $100, but these aren't the pros. I don't know why they're charging $100 for these, but you can get the buds and this for $498, which is the regular price of the Pixel 7a. Or if you just want to get the Pixel 7a itself, then again you would go and just get that discount with taxes. Obviously, it's gonna come out to a specific amount. Okay, I don't know why this is here. Hold on, let me remove this really quick. I was looking at doggy heating pads. I'm gonna delete that for now. My subtotal is 0. Okay, anyways. So yeah, I think this is a pretty logical deal if anyone wants to get an unlocked phone and they don't want to break the bank. Now, of course, you can also get yourself an iPhone SE, 3rd generation, for around the same price, but you're not gonna get the big enough screen. I think, in my opinion, I would go Android if anything. Check this out. You can also get a regular Pixel 6 for $349, which is pretty crazy. This might be a brand new phone also. So this is a G1 Tensor chip. Let's take a look. I think the Pixel 8 Unlocked is also on sale. So let's click that really quick. All of them are on sale actually right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and share the links with everything, with all of you guys here, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and go back here. It looks like we got 5 people in the chat, guys. So if you can, please smash that like button. We're just going over a few of the deals that you can get on Amazon right now currently. Especially with the Google Pixel lineup. This is going to mainly stay with the Pixel lineup. At least for this video. If there's any other deals, I might go ahead and look into that later on. But just because I don't want to be live streaming super late tonight, I am kind of tired. I did work like 9 hours today, so there's that. But check this out, guys. So you can get the Pixel 8 unlocked, right? 21% off. It marked down from $699. And again, this is the 128 gigabyte version for $549. So it looks like we have 3 different color variants. You have Obsidian, and then you have I think there's like a rose color, which this, I feel like this would be leaning more towards the ladies, but you never know. Guys are actually starting to kind of like these light colored phones also, and so am I. You know what I mean? Like, if they had like a purplish version of the phone, I would definitely get that instead. But definitely, I think these are all strong steals. for the actual device. I'm actually going to go ahead and just copy the link here. Again, guys, I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you guys are interested in these devices, I am going to post the links up in my description. So all you have to do, again, if you guys want to support the channel as well, is if I post a link in the description, especially on these videos, all you have to do is click the link, and that's it. You just have to click the link and purchase from the link itself. So I think that's very easy. I do get a small kickback as I do get a small kickback as the creator itself. So so I get whatever the phone sells for, I'll get a small kickback, and that does help me at the end of the day. I'm gonna go ahead and add the link for the Pixel 8 in the description below as well, just so you know. So I'm updating this as I go. So hopefully that does help out. Let me know what you guys are up to tonight. Thanks again for joining in. Let's go ahead and jump back to the Amazon page here. But yeah, if you guys want something a little more modern, obviously, and you still have the money to spend, right? Save yourself 150 bucks almost. Which is, I think, it's a really good deal. $699 marked down to $549. That's $150 off, guys. And again, they have two versions of this when it comes to the internal memory. You have the 128 and the 256. Let's see how much the 256 costs really quick. So the 256 is actually, it's only $602. Wow. Okay, that's actually a really good deal. So for $50 more, legitimately, guys, for $50 more, but it says, look, buy used like new. I don't know what's going on with this. It's sold by the Amazon warehouse. So again, I don't know if these are new or not. Buy new. So like the Obsidian one, it says buy new, but the other one, for whatever reason, the other color said buy. But look, $609, same price. It's literally only $50 more. Hey, Jake Ake, what's going on? Okay, so he's saying thoughts on the new Celero phones on Boost. I really don't think it's going to be one of those things where that consumers are just like going crazy over, because I feel like nobody really cares about those extremely cheap phones, right? Not to say that the Celero phones are cheap, right? I think the both the phones seem pretty okay. I was actually talking about it in one of my other streams, right? But the fact is, they both have like, the same chipset. The only difference is one has like a little bit of a bigger screen. Other than that, I think the camera setup on the Pro version of it or whatever is a little higher end, but not really. So I can't really comment too much on that, other than the fact that, if you want a really cheap device, I think you can get the Celero currently for like $10, not including the plan. So you have to pay for that and the plan. And now, at least online, Boost Mobile is making you pay the $60 plans. I don't know if that's in store or not, but online they only give you the option to pay for the $60 plan online. So keep that in mind. And excuse me, I'm taking a little bit of sip of a drink here. Oh, okay, excuse me. So yeah, let's go back here. So definitely, I think these are all good deals, especially the Pixel 8. Like if you can get it for $150 off, I would say do it. Same thing with the Pixel 7a. I was just looking up unlocked devices because I was thinking to myself, well, maybe I should buy another unlocked phone so that I can test out services and other networks, networks like Helium, or new networks that are just coming out, maybe networks that I haven't really tested out in the past, especially the prepaid sector. I would like to kind of dive more into that and just kind of check that out as well. So I think that's something that I'm going to look into in 2023 also. I already tried Mobile X a couple months ago. Check this out. You can even get the Pixel 7. You can still get the Pixel 6a, although I think, I don't know. I think this might be a little overpriced, especially if you can get the Pixel 7a for $340 or $399. I would rather just get the 7a. Still, this is not bad, though. I honestly think that the 6a was an underrated phone. Like, it was one of my favorite devices, if I could be 100% honest. I really enjoyed this device. So if you can get your hands on one and you can get it for like around the $200 range, I would say do it. But other than that, if you're going to spend about the same, you might as well just get the Pixel 7a instead. Or, if you want to, you can hold out for the Pixel 7, or you can even hold out for the Pixel 8a, which is coming out and probably during the summer this year, which I have a feeling the Pixel 8a is going to cost a lot more than the Pixel 7a and the 6a. I think that for every new generation of devices that we're getting, the phones are, just getting a little more expensive, especially the budget phones. Check this out. I've never seen this device over here. The Motorola Think. I have never actually seen this phone, Motorola Think, but it is unlocked, I believe. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it says unlocked Motorola Think. Let's take a look at the specs really quick. It's running Android 13. It is a 5G phone, obviously. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to find like specs in general. Let's see. Specs in general. Let's compare it to like the Motorola Edge. I mean, I would rather just buy a Motorola Edge if I'm going to spend $400. If I'm gonna spend that much, you might as well just get again, something, or maybe something like this, like the Motorola Moto G 5G, again. But I think this one also doesn't really have a Qualcomm chipset anymore. Actually, no, I'm wrong. It says connection with a Snapdragon 480 Plus. Oh, I don't know. I remember the Moto G series used to be so good back in the day, guys. And now, I didn't even know that they were still selling this phone unlocked. This is just the regular Moto G. So, like, on websites like Metro by T-Mobile, you can get the Moto Stylus 5G, which has a Snapdragon, I think it's a Gen 6 processor, which is a lot better than this. And, like, this is $249 unlocked, brand new, though. So I don't know. I wouldn't know what to think about a device like this, especially at this price. I really used to love the Moto G devices, though. I thought they were probably the best devices as far as like, a bang for your buck when it came to like the prepaid market, and not just the prepaid market, but like the mid-range market. I remember these used to be so good, and now it's just I didn't even know Motorola had the regular Moto G still, but that's just pretty crazy. You can get some of these older Pixel devices now, and for me personally, I probably wouldn't get like a Pixel 3 XL or a Pixel 4 XL, even though it's more for nostalgia reasons, right? I know guys like Tito like to kind of still he still has some of these phones, and he still will talk and do videos about these. And like, just for my preference though, I probably wouldn't want to have an older phone unless like I knew how to do like custom ROMs, or a way to update like the security on it, just because again, especially with these older phones, you just can't, I wouldn't want to risk it as far as like, not having those updated security patches and updated versions of Android as well. Now, of course, I know like, some of these are probably running Android 12 or 11, right? But still pretty good. But either way, at the end of the day, like when the phones are still as cheap as they are, like you might as well just upgrade the phone and get something a little newer. Like, let's check this out. Like, check the Motorola Edge 2023. Now, I feel like this is kind of be like their flagship device that's like a non-foldable phone. Like you do have like the Motorola Razr like Plus, which that one's like close to $1,000. This is not bad though, considering like I think this has a Snapdragon Gen 8 1 processor, if I'm not correct on that. Oh no, it says it's a MediaTek Dimensity. So wow. So this phone I probably wouldn't get then. Then let's see, what is this? It's showing me another phone, 773. Oh, so there's the Motorola Edge, and then there's the Edge Plus 2023. So let's take a look at the Edge Plus. So there we go. The Edge Plus has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, which this is going to be like their flagship device. I don't even know why they have like a regular Motorola Edge with a Dimensity processor. Like, the phone looks good though, but I just don't see it. Hey, what's going up, Andy Logan? How's it going, buddy? Thanks again for joining in. We are just going over some unlocked devices that you can get through Amazon.com. I already kind of went through the Pixel devices, right? Currently, you can get the Pixel. You can get the Pixel, I believe, the Pixel 7a for $399. So let's scroll back up there really quick. Again, just to kind of show you guys that deal, which again $399. If you can get the 7a, right, which has flagship level specs from last year, basically, right, from especially the Google side of things, right, you're gonna get Android 14. You're gonna get at least 2 to 5 years on updates as far as the Android system goes. Then you would definitely would want to. I would go the Pixel route. Now, of course, I know a lot of people prefer phones that have different quirks and features, different UI, right? Each version of Android looks different on each different device. Like Samsung, they have their One UI, and you have Motorola. Even Motorola is mostly stock Android, but it does implement like their own little features that you just don't get off stock Android. And I actually kind of like them, but like I like the fact that you can just turn on and off the Wi-Fi from the notification toggle, even though like on regular Android 14 you still have to press that button and then you have to turn it off. So it's like 2 steps. Rather than just the 1 step. So that kind of annoys me still. I'm still griping about that. But yeah, we're just over here looking at phones that are unlocked, especially Google Pixel devices that are unlocked that you can get for cheap. And I was also saying, check this out, guys. I don't know why, but the Pixel 4a is still $349 on Amazon. That's crazy. Like this was probably one of my favorite Pixel devices, by the way. I think this is actually the first Pixel device I ever owned, which is the 4a, but I thought this was a very nice little phone for what it was. The design was very minimalistic, but and it only had one little camera sensor. Look at that. But that little camera sensor got the job done. It took good video, it took good pictures. Only 2 left, $349. That's pretty crazy. I know there was like there was like a light blue version of that. That one probably is gonna be worth a little money down the road. But I'm pretty sure this phone, it says from 175. I'm pretty sure this phone is gonna be used, like no longer available. So, and I believe the 4A, the regular 4A, did not have 5G capability. This was before, like this was this phone came out like what 2018, 2019, a couple years back when really 5G was just kind of getting off the ground, and they were really kind of just keeping 5G towards regular flagships. You're saying the 6A is cheaper on Google. Yeah, I need to check that out actually, because I was actually on the Google page as well. Excuse me. And if you can still get the 6A, for like under 100, under like I would say if you can get it for 200 or less, then it's like you're good. Like let's see, unlocked, choose carrier. So right now unlocked, this thing it's not even in stock, honestly. You can't get it. You can't get this phone unlocked through the carrier, which kind of or through Google, at least that's what I'm seeing on the website. So you guys can't see it here because I'm not on the actual page, but pretty interesting though. It's pretty interesting that these phones. Well, okay, I'm clicking the wrong page. Hold on one second. These phones are, they're still holding their value. Like that's the one thing I kind of like about Google right now currently is like, back in the day, like, you go and check out the Nexus phones, and the Nexus phones really didn't, they didn't really hold up. Okay, this is page 2. So again, sponsored. You get Pixel 8 is $549 unlocked, guys. So for those of you guys, you can order it now. You can get it by Monday, January 15th, which with no delays, right? But check this out again, 7A. This is the obsidian or the charcoal color. $399 again. Still, like, I don't know why they're charging $329 for a phone for a generation down here. The 5A, right? 2 generations ago. Which the 5A wasn't that bad of a phone, honestly, but it had its thing with not being able to record in 4K and the issues with the overheating, right? It was still a pretty decent phone. I actually use that phone a lot to take video and just overall just use it. That was actually the first phone that they sent me as a Team Pixel member, so I gotta give Team Pixel a shout out over here just because. Um, let's see, you can get the Pixel 8 6 renewed for 229, so really not that bad, honestly. Um, yeah, but for the most part, guys, I'm look at that. The Pixel 7 Pro, 128 gigabyte, 829. Pretty. That's pretty crazy. The Pixel 7 Pro is still as expensive as it is, considering the phone's like about a year and a half old already, right? This phone came out in the fall of 2022, and that's still a beautiful design phone. Again, this is still one of my go-to phones when it comes to a lot of things, right? I edit most of my videos using the Pixel 7 Pro. We got Jake Ake asking if the Pixel 6a overheating problem is fixed. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm not to not sound like I'm not what I'm talking about, but I never had any overheating issues with my Pixel 6a when I had it. So I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know if that was with like a camera issue or anything, because I use that phone to take video all the time. I never had issues with it. I actually light gamed with it also. So I don't know. My phone never had an overheating issue. I don't know if anyone else is having issues with overheating on the 6A especially when I had it. But it was a very nice, solid device, and I didn't have any issues with it. Honestly, I thought it was a nice little device. So, but again, the Pixel 7 Pro for 829, crazy. I think I would rather just get the Pixel 8, right? The regular Pixel 8. For the 549, subtract the one camera that you're probably never going to use anyway. So I think like the whole camera thing is pretty cool, but it's also just a feature that not many people are going to use unless you're kind of like a content creator with us. Oh, and like check this out, the TCL 40 XL 2023. Well, this is actually not that bad of a deal, especially if you like TCL phones. But the reason why I think this is a good deal is because it comes with 256 gigabytes of internal memory, so you're not gonna run out of battery anytime soon when it comes to stuff like this. And I haven't really tested any TCL phones in a long time, so I might pick one up maybe pretty soon. I'm not 100% sure, but the fact that I know at CES they did announce new TCL phones as well, and as well as a new tablet. Um, 40 XL 256. So the 256 is 118 and the 128 is only. The cool part about these phones is they are going to have expandable memory though, so it's like you're not really gonna be lose memory. You can put a micro SD card in and boom, you're solid. You can transfer all your pictures and videos to the SD card with no worries. So the version of this phone that I maybe would want to get is the $97 version. But and then there's the TCL 35G Black. I never even had this device either, which is TCL 35G. This is a phone I never had as well. 152. I think they did send me the 30XE, which is like another phone, but that was like a phone that was like dedicated on Metro by T-Mobile. So I just don't know. Like I really, I lost contact with the TCL people. When the guy that was sending me the stuff doesn't work for them anymore, and they were sending me emails for a little bit while afterwards, and they sent me like one or two devices. But after a little while after he left, I really just haven't gotten anything from them. They had like a media rep that was emailing at least, and they were just they would just email you news also. Like they just stopped doing it. They stopped emailing some of us, especially me specifically. I don't know if it's because I said something. Like I was trying to be nice, and I was trying to contact them when stuff would happen, and I would be like, hey, can you send me a press kit? Or every now and then they would send press kits as well. But my only concern with these phones is the chipset itself, which I'm gonna assume, since it only has 4 gigs of RAM, right? I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a stuttery phone. Triple camera setup. I'm trying to just see what chipset this has in general. Let's see. Does anybody want a 12 to 7? No, I do not want a 12 to 7. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm like getting a text message here from one of my coworkers. But yeah, for the most part, I think the TCL phones are really not bad, honestly. Just like the TVs, if you ever own a TCL TV, they're really not bad. But um, ooh, check this out. Does anyone remember the new mobile phones over here? I haven't owned one of these ones in a very long time, but they're not my cup of tea anymore. Um, I remember back then. I remember they sent me like the new mobile. They had sent me a device way back when. This is like pre-COVID, like 2017, 2018 maybe. And I was actually like trying to help promote that phone. Honestly, it wasn't that good of a phone, if I could be 100% honest. But maybe their devices have gotten better. I don't know. But for the price, $79.99, it's like, I don't think you're really gonna get anything. These are just really like cheap, Chinese branded phones that were you know trying to be sold in the United States. And yes, you can use them on some of the carriers like T-Mobile, AT&T. But other than that, I would rather stick with TCL, just because I've actually used some of their devices, and I would back their products more than I would back like New Mobile. So for $97 though, to get yourself an unlocked phone, especially one that you can like take to different carriers. That's the only thing. Like it tells you like, oh, sometimes these things say, oh, you can't use this on Verizon. But one of the TCL version, or one of the TCL phones that I had, worked on Verizon, or worked on Visible's network. So it says not supported carriers, Visible cellular. Well, it tells you here, but at the same time, it's weird because mine did work on Visible by Verizon, and I just let it. I left the SIM card in, and it was just working. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I really wasn't planning to live stream that long, just because I wanted to just share the deal with you guys. And again, I hope you guys check that deal out. Again, $399 for Pixel 7a. Very good steal. And again, link is going to be in the description below, so check that out, guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you guys are having to deal with the bad weather right now, I hope you guys are able to stay warm. I hope there's no power outage issues, etc., like that. So again, I really appreciate anyone that checks out my videos. Again, this is Mike from BTech Review signing off. Again, keep an eye out for more content on the channel, guys. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys